Mm.
If you notice with regards to playing slow, I wasn't playing slow against you as far as like literally moving slow. It's more so that if I was in a spot that I didn't want to be in, I didn't challenge you. So playing slow doesn't mean don't dash or don't approach or don't swing. It's more so just do it a little bit less frequently or have more, I guess,
So,
more
so are you
thoughtful
saying that
approach.
playing slow are you saying that it's like more about risk aversion than about speed?
Yeah, I guess
Is that kind of the way to say it?
if you were to put
What
it in
you're trying
those
to say?
terms, then yeah, it's more so when I say play slow, I don't mean camp. That's what I should be prefacing that. I should have said that from the beginning.
Okay.
Playing slow does not mean camp.
Because I thought you meant camp. So let me ask you this.
What's up?
So, I mean, I go to tournaments, like I said, and I haven't been in a while, but I wanted to kind of do this and before I started getting back into it.
Yep.
But you know, when I go to tournaments, I mostly go to like this one local near me, and it's like a 20 to 30 person, depending on the week, kind of thing.
Yep.
And for a while, I was like always getting fourth.
Okay.
Then like people kind of started to, I don't know. I started losing to like people who would not get anywhere close to that high, but I would just kind of lose to random stuff. And then there were always a couple of people who like I couldn't get through, like just no matter what I did. There's one guy who I've played probably 100 sets against, and I've beaten him once.
Okay.
So I don't know. I guess my question is like, do you like? Is there anything that you see that I'm doing that's like that would kind of, you know, that would be like, well, you know, if you were better at blank, that might, you know, that might bring you up a bit or something.
With regards to being, I'll say this against Steve, because my answer is if I really want to play Falco against a character that I know I'm going to lose against, I'm going to try and time them out. That's just what I'm going to do. It's not fun. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. But if I truly have the odds stacked against me where it's touch of death, like versus Luigi or Game & Watch or Kazuya, depending on how good the Kazuya player is, it's like, why am I jumping in there to do my 60% combo when their combo just straight up kills me? It's not even worth doing the damage.
Yeah, I mean, like my thing there though is like I've tried to play super slow against these characters before, and what I've ended up with is like now I end up in this game where I have 8 minutes and I can't mess up for 8 minutes. And you know, if I'm no matter how slowly I'm playing, like if I'm playing fast, at least I can try to dictate the pace and you know, and try to catch them off guard and things like that. But if I'm playing slow and you know, and like with Steve also, then he just gets diamond and it's like, and you know, a million mind cards and it's like, great, why did you let me do this? You know. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's tough. I have not seen a lot of Steve versus Roy specifically, but I can say that whenever I've seen a Steve player get rushed down and they know how to deal with it, it does not go well. Because here's the thing, although he might have minecart and although he has diamond, he still doesn't have the ability to just kill you across the stage. He still has to do something and jump in or mix you up or get close or risk something. I'm not saying sit back and let him do whatever he wants, but if you have a lead and he wants to sit back and think that diamond's going to save the game for him, it's like, okay, no matter what, if this is a good player, he's going to get it at some point throughout the game. You're not going to, unless you're way better than him and you're going to kill him before he even gets diamond, but that's very wishful thinking in my opinion. Right. I'd say you're much better off. I'm not saying let him get diamond, but play the game, I guess, as it has to be played. If it has to go to time, it has to go to time. It's not fun. And I keep on saying this as far as like I've referenced videos in the past that I've made and also sets that I've watched. There's a very old set that is Tweek versus Venya, the Zelda player, and Tweek is playing Wario, pre-patch Wario, and it's literally Tweek. And at the time, I don't know if Venya is considered to be a top player or a very high level player or whatever. He's still a very good Zelda player. And even though Tweek was considered number 2 in the world at the time, he still had to play tremendously slow, and every game went down to the last minute. And he's playing against a character in whose a lot of people's eyes would be mid-tier or like low-tier, being Zelda. And yet, I'm trying to bring this back to the point of, yes, he has crazy combos, and he has waft too, man. And he still didn't just go in there and do what he wants. And it's Tweek. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's the fact that the game is balanced, but it's not fair. You can't just go in and play the way that you want to. And when I talked about this earlier, and I kind of glossed over it a little bit, but I really wanted to bring this back home, is that you have to treat each percent like gold. If you're up by 20, you can win with that. If you're up by 6, you can win with that. Right? So just because someone has diamond or has minecarts or has rage drive or has limit or whatever, I'm not saying you can camp them into oblivion, but if you have your neutral exchanges be further and far between, where you're actually getting your damage and then putting them in a bad spot, I'm not saying like get them into a less trap situation then just run away, because that doesn't work either. But play smart. Don't play to style on someone. Don't play to try and kill them as fast as you can. But like I said, once you have a small lead, whether it's 20% lead, 30% lead, or whatever, they have to try and make something happen. Right? Just because Steve gets diamond, for example, doesn't mean he automatically wins. And if you feel like that, here's the thing: if you genuinely feel like if Steve gets diamond, he automatically wins, then you shouldn't be playing Roy in the matchup. If you feel like it's that polarizing, if he just gets it and the game is over, it's like, well, then no one can help you, bro, because you're never gonna stop him from getting diamond. Yeah. So here's what I can say. I know what it looks like because I've 100% been there before, bro. Like fighting against Peach, you can just straight up kill you, or fighting against Kazuya or Luigi or any character where it's like, oh, you messed up once, guess who's literally dead? Bro, I coached a hero for a very long time too, and although he's not touch of death, he's touch of a bunch of other shit, bro, and you'll just straight up die for free. And it's I get what I understand where you're trying to go with this, to say like it's not so simple to just say run away. It's really not that simple. But in some cases, like I said, if you have to play, I guess if you were to like really break it down for yourself to say, if I play fast, I know what happens and I just get run over. If I play slow and I do mess up, I can still lose. Like, of course. But when you're starting to get to the higher and higher echelon of a player, those razor thin margins are what's going to determine whether you win or lose. It can literally be I air dodged one time wrong and lost. Versus a lower level player, you can double jump on stage for free. You can hold shield as long as you want. You might be able to F smash or shield and not get punished. But higher levels of play, you're getting 0 to death, or you're getting your shield broken, or whatever it might be. Okay. Have you ever played against a player named Stretch, the Marth player?
Many times actually. Yeah.
How does that go when you fight against him?
So I've only played against him offline a few times, but I'm actually good friends with him. And basically it goes. He tends to win, but I tend to hold my own because I feel like I read him pretty well in neutral, and I can call out his jumps and stuff like that. But at the same time, like then he'll go off stage and you know that like Lucina / Marth are way I haven't played him in a little while, but he was always a Lucina main when when I played him. But you know, Lucina's offstage game is way better than Roy's, and and so again, anything that kills me super early, definitely. I know that sounds really dumb to say, but that's kind of the big weakness I have, is not being able to really know what to do against that.
So I guess another thing too is it's not really a big weakness of yours; it's a big weakness of Roy's. I would say being off stage for Roy is not a great day ever, right?
Sure.
If he loses his jump or if he gets gimped, like I'm not saying he's little Matt, but he has his problems off stage, right? So that's one of those things too. Let's go a step even further. The more you interact, the more opportunities you have to be wrong, which means the more opportunities you have to get reversed, and the more opportunities your opponent has to potentially reverse you and get you off stage and ledge trap you or edge guard you, right? Yeah. Here's the thing, and I'll say this too, and I know we're over time, but we're in this now. If someone edge guards you, 100%, man. I was gonna say, I didn't realize your name back at the time that we'd actually done a session like years ago, but it's we gotta go all the way, bro. At this point. But yeah, I was gonna say, if someone edge guards you at 0 and you die, you kind of have to tip your hat to them. You don't want to, but you gotta be like, bro, they did everything right. If they catch you at 0 and you die at 0, they did everything right. You can't really be mad at that. It's annoying, of course, but like if someone like goes down smash 2 frame, down smash 2 frame, down smash 2 frame, and you die from that, you can't, like, what are you supposed to say? This is horse shit? It's like you literally timed three 2 frames in a row. Come on, you know? So if something like that happens, or if it's like Lucina and she's hanging from ledge, goes back air, and then she does it again and again, like reverse up B, back air, and eventually you just die, it's like they could have messed up so many times and re-grabbed the ledge, and then you could have dancing blade them once or whatever, and they could have had to try and tech or air dodge to their death, or you could have got back on stage and you could have used your neutral B, or you could have gone for a down tilt at the ledge or a down smash at the ledge or back aired them to the stage, but they didn't mess up once, right? That's the razor thin margins, where it's like if they mess up once, they could die. If they do it perfect, then they killed you at 0 technically, right? So it boils down to execution as well too. Of course, as far as like, once you get to the higher and higher echelon, it's like you're expected to hit your 2 frames, you're expected to get your kill confirms, you're expected to make your edge guards, like tech chases and reads and stuff like that, you can be wrong from time to time, but like the simple stuff, you should never ever mess up. If you get a jab at 95 and you mess up your back air, then you're selling. Yeah. You're massively selling. At lower levels of play, you might get 6 or 7 chances. At high level play, you get 1 jab back air, or maybe 2, right? That's just what it is.
Thank you. I appreciate the time, and I appreciate you. Yeah, you know, I know I kind of said, "Are you sure?" basically to what you were saying.
about what?
A couple times. Like, you were like, play slow, and I'm like, yeah, but whenever I play slow, it's like, and then you're like, no, but you got to play slow, and I'm like, yeah, but yeah. Well, so I'm sorry about that.
No, bro, we're not here for me to feel good. We're here for you to understand, right? Yeah, let's put it that way. Trying. And here's the thing. You could walk away from this and be like, yo, this guy fucking doesn't know anything. Like, what the hell? Or you could be like, you know what? Maybe it was humbling, or maybe it was right. Because I'm going to send you some examples of stuff later of literally top level players who are top level players who are not fighting top level players who are still playing slow because of the matchup. Right? Like the Venya versus Tweek, it's like the most iconic set in my eyes for someone who's clearly better, still playing slow and playing like pre-patch Wario. Oh, he's cheating.
I did not mean to be off stage there.
Goodbye. Wow, you're actually dead? Okay.
I double jumped onto the stage like an idiot.
I thought the side beat or your up, he was gonna make it back. Oh, that's supposed to be back.
It's not very good. It's not a good move.
Stop. Get some help. Oh man.
That's the thing is, you know, people like Cola does that all the time, and it's the same read where he does a down tilt, reads the roll in, and then down tilts them again and gets an F smash on the roll out.
Oh my.
And I think it works because
I just didn't even try and tag. Okay. I just watched. I thought for sure I was dead.
No, that move sucks.
I mean, if I had no jump and I get spiked, then that's curtains right there.
Yeah, but it doesn't spike. It just doesn't spike.
Don't lie to me, boy. I gotta ask you too, bro. Since it's been such a long time, what made you come back?
Well, like I said, so I haven't gone to a tournament since they closed my local in October. Okay. For back when Omicron was coming back around, and then the venue moved.
Yep.
And so like I haven't been to a tournament since then. And like I said, one thing was I want to get back into it because I really just want to make Connecticut PR just once. Like I feel like I'm close, but I just, you know, I've been watching some of your videos lately, and because the YouTube algorithm decided that that's what I need to see right now, I guess. And they were helpful, and some of the things you were, I could kind of tell that you were good at explaining things, and I thought that maybe, like I don't exactly know, you know, I didn't exactly know what I'm doing wrong. I didn't exactly know what to work on next. You brought up playing slow, so I guess that's what I'm gonna give a try. Is just doing that against certain matchups and mixing it in more with other stuff. So, you know, that's kind of what I got out of this. But what I came for was somebody who could hopefully explain something well to me.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess the reason for the question too was like you could have contacted anybody, right? You could have got coaching from anybody.
Yeah. So, and I've done coaching with a number of people over the past while. It's like I've done with a couple of pros. And the difference is the only like coach that I've done, the guy who advertises as a coach instead of as a, you know, as like a pro is off.
Yeah, it's been like a pretty long time since we last played or talked or anything like that. So I was just always curious. It's like some people they disappear off the face of the earth, and then other players is like when COVID and all that happened, they just completely stopped playing the game entirely. It's like there's no hard feelings. They just don't play at all, let alone play with me or somebody else, right?
Yeah, no, for me, like I've been full Wi-Fi. I've always been mostly Wi-Fi, but I used to go to tournaments a lot more often. And again, like I just want to try to get back into it and try to make a run for that PR.
100%, man. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. I guess I wanted to say just quickly with regards to, like, let's say the last game too. If you notice with regards to playing slow, I wasn't playing slow against you as far as like literally moving slow. It's more so that if I was in a spot that I didn't want to be in, I didn't challenge you. I just moved around and went somewhere else. So playing slow doesn't mean don't dash or don't approach or don't swing. It's more so just do it a little bit less frequently, or have more, I guess, a more
So
methodical
are you saying that
approach.
playing slow are you saying that it's like more about risk aversion than about speed?
Yeah, I guess if you
Is that
if you
kind
were
of the
to,
way to say it?
if you were to put
What
it in
you're
those
trying to
terms, then yeah, it's more so when I say play slow, I don't mean camp. That's what I should be prefacing that. I should have said that from the beginning.
Okay.
Playing slow does not mean camp.
Because I thought you meant camp.
Yeah, no. So that's my bad, and that's kind of why we've been sticking this out for a little bit extra time, because I feel like it's not on you if you don't get what I'm saying. It's on me for not saying it right. So that's why we're still out here, bro. But I want you to get it. So when I say play slow, let's say for example, if I have a lead like this, which is not really a lead, but even if I have a lead like this, and I come up to here, I have everywhere, basically the entire stage behind me to go to escape, and I can use this space to bait you into making a mistake, right? Playing slow is that. Playing fast or playing aggressive is actually a better way of saying it. Instead of saying playing slow, it should be playing safe, and playing fast is playing aggressive or recklessly. If I just jump on you with fair because I feel like it, or dash attack, or dash back and forth and YOLO side B and hope for the best, that's just dumb to do. If I have this lead, I know, based on the time, percent, and the stocks, that you have to do something to win this game, not me, right? And if you don't figure it out, then you lose, obviously. Of course, I'm not going to time you out with 3.7% on your character, but as far as to say that I had to try and make something happen, it's like, no, I'm going to go over here, and then go onto the platform, then you're going to swing at me with a fair, and you're going to be over here, and then I'll go down here. Now you're trapped on a platform by accident, now you're shielding, and all I did was walk in a circle to get around you, and now I get to shark the platform because you were playing aggressive and I was playing safe rather than slow.
Got it. Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
For sure, man. I was gonna say, do you want to do PS2 for the last one, or what are your thoughts?
Just not Kalos and not Town, just because Town, I feel like either one of us could just be like, oh, guess I win.
Bro, we're playing on Battlefield too. I can 100% say that as Falco, bro.
Oh yeah, as Falco.
Yeah.
Again, this is that Falco matchup experience I don't really have, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll go PS2. We'll make it happen.